The gulags?
Yeah, they're in Russia somewhere.
Why
I don't know. I'm just making this up as I go along.
I don't know, but you might be right. Maybe you're onto something. I mean, they had everybody down in the Indian Ocean looking for the plane. They even had an icebreaker, and they had 200 Filipinos with hauling cars from Africa. They were looking for the plane. Remember that? We said that they were going to the New Zealand, but they were hauling cars and they were looking for the plane. Everybody was looking for that plane. And they never did find the plane, did they?
You know why?
Why? Because Bobby Darin, yeah. Hey, Bobby Darin, what a guy. What a guy. He was an American. He was one of my favorite. Mac the Knife, Beyond the Sea.
He passed away pretty young, didn't he?
Real young, yeah, in his, I think, 30s. 30s,
like
40?
1973. Yeah, 1973.
How old was he? This is the Buddy Verdi show.
I guess 73 before it popped up. That's true.
73, he died.
He was 37.
37 is all. But this song he sang, and I love this song. I used to sing it on the ferry boat going out to Block Island when I was a kid. When I was about 9, my parents would have me sing this over at Block Island. We'd sing it on the boat. And I love this song. It's just an American song. Only in America do you get songs like this. I mean, I don't think they have songs like this in Germany, do you? France? Switzerland? Africa? I don't know. Maybe they do. It's kind of, but it's a great song. People probably saying, why doesn't he shut up and let us listen to it?
We got phone calls coming in saying, you have two things on the air at the same time, you idiot. What's wrong with you?
You got to call those numbers. Anybody call?
It might be Darren. Let's see.
There's Darren. Uh-oh. Texas. We'll get Bob. We'll get John to talk to Darren because he's from Texas. If he calls, he's out in Houston. He says Houston is booming. He said Houston is booming. He says, why would you want to live in Florida? In fact, I went back to New York last year, and he thought I was really crazy. But now I'm back in Florida because I missed the sea. I don't know who Darren's doing really good out there in Texas, but uh-oh. Is it a surprise call?
John Frazier's going to help you out. And Florida.
It is Florida?
And Florida.
Well,
Florida, small business,
Florida,
of course.
Yeah.
Hey, guess who's on the phone? No, you got to guess.
Darren.
Nope.
Rob.
Nope.
Robert.
Nope.
Oh, Tony.
There you go.
Hey, Tony. How you doing, Tony?
Oh, it's the Avocado Rocker.
Tony, hey, Avocado Rocker. You got to pay me for these plugs. You
remember this tune?
Why don't you write a song for the horse, California Carome?
Yeah.
Well, it goes like this. I bet Bill. I can say I got it off key. See, sorry, but
you got to be on key.
How about this one?
Did you send him a bill?
Yeah.
Okay. Avocado.
Remember Time in a Bottle?
If I could spend time. You going to sing it? You want me to sing it, or you want to sing it? Cedric, you sing this, will you?
No.
Yeah, I know that. That was Cat Stevens, wasn't it?
Jim Croce.
Oh, Jim Croce. Yeah, he got killed in a plane crash.
Yes, he did.
1973. 70s. Cessna 172.
Wow.
And he was flying it himself.
I met Bill down at the White House where he was doing news, and I was partying with Obama. Obama. Bill then joined NBC, and he kind of left me hanging there.
It's Bill Clinton you're talking about.
I'm just playing around, but hey, nice to talk
happy
to you,
D-Day.
Bill.
Happy D-Day for you, Normandy. Happy D-Day.
That's right.
Go hug a veteran.
Yeah.
Have a veteran hug you.
I hope you've been doing okay.
Yeah, we're doing okay. We missed hearing from you. I thought maybe you took a vacation now,
No, there's been some things going on. I don't know.
Did they ever find that Somalian boy?
I think, no, he's waiting for another.
Why? Hey, Tony, answer me a question.
What? No, he's waiting
Monica was in the page a few weeks ago. Monica, right? The Somalian boy was in the paper. And the guy that did that tape on Benghazi supposedly was in the paper. And they all disappear. Where do and Donald Sterling, we don't even hear from him anymore. And I know he's got dementia, but what happens to Americans? You think they stick them is there like a special place that they put those people, or especially the Somalian kid? Because, he was a minor, and I'm kind of wondering what happened to him.
Well, also the burp guy, the guy with the burping, he disappeared too a little.
Well, what happens to it? Especially, is Monica Lewinsky going to be Hillary's running mate?
I know.
No,
she's pretty big time. And
well, she is, and I think she should run for president. I'd vote for her, and then Bill could still be in the White House.
I know.
They could let Hillary in one corner of it, and Monica the other, and Chelsea and the granddaughter, and because none of them want to run a country anymore. They just want to play. They want to party.
Well, it's just like I disappear for a week.
Yeah, I know. Well, we missed you anyway.
It goes.
And I'm glad you're back. We were going to send out. We were going to send out some investigators looking for you.
Right. Well, that's good. At least I have someone that I know, that people that care.
Yeah, well, we
Thank
care.
You guys.
We do care. And God bless you, Tony, and have a good weekend.
All right, I'm going to enjoy the show.
All right. Well,
all right, bye.
It's half over anyway. Thanks, Tony.
Okay.
Thanks for calling. How about I don't know. I was going to talk about the auto industry. GM's getting a big plug right now. In May, they said they sold more than 13. I don't know. Let me see how many cars they sold at General Motors is big. Sales are up 13%. Sales are up in May, but they recalled over 13. Let me see how many cars they recalled. They recalled about, I don't know, millions of cars or thousands of, I think millions of cars they recalled. So now they recalled all the cars. So now they're selling these GMs back to people that they recalled, I guess. I don't like the government that they bailed out General Motors. I really don't think that when they said Bin Laden's dead and GM is alive, right? Isn't that what they said?
That's right.
And he said that. And yet General Motors is the probably right now, they used to be a pretty good company, but now that the government's so involved, in fact, the government's involved in everything. They own all the banks. They want to get in the car industry. They're in the healthcare industry now, which is probably one of the worst things for small business people. We've got a guy here, John Fraser, who has a show trying to help small business people. And then you have these other people, liberals on the other side, saying that Obamacare is helping the small business. And there's no way that it's helping. There's no way Obama has any business being in the healthcare industry. The government is not the doctor. If you want a doctor, you go to the doctor's office. You don't go to Washington. Washington needs all the help it can get, but it's not from the health end. The doctors are being driven crazy because of all these health care laws. The Obamacare is the worst law that's ever been penned in America. 2,500, 2,600. Who cares? Who's counting when there's that many pages? Nobody's read it. You think Nancy Pelosi ever read it? She said she was going to read it after she signed it. What kind of a legislature would say that? What kind of a person would say that? They're lawyers. Aren't you supposed to read what you sign, Mr. Obama? You were a lawyer, too. Did Michelle look it over? Did Hillary look it over? I'm sure Ted Kennedy looked it over back in the 60s when they started to draft it. But this is the worst law that's ever been written in America, this health care law. It's going to affect Americans. It is going to affect every American's life. I don't think they can repeal it now. I think it's there now. If I was the Doctors Association, I would boycott. I would get together. I would get one doctor and get the best doctor, whoever he is, and have about, I don't know how many doctors are in the country, but have half of them, lobby against this law. And then who's going to make the people better? The nurses? Who's going to make the people better when they're sick? The drug dealers? They want to legalize marijuana? They want to just pass another thing on to us? How are the police going to handle that when that's legal? What are they going to pull you over for? I mean, the guy is going to be high because when you take marijuana, you get high. You don't smoke a joint just to smoke a joint. You smoke a joint to get high. You drink a beer to drink a beer. You don't get drunk drinking one or two beers. But when you smoke marijuana, you get high. So you tell me, Americans that are all behind this bill, when you legalize America, what is that going to do to the streets, to the roads? When a cop tries to stop you. Are you going to be out there on the roads driving it, or are you going to be smoking it in your house? They're already starting to have these places that they're turning into marijuana places out in Colorado. Donut shops, brownie shops, marijuana. You go get marijuana there. It's a shame, but that's the way the country has gone today. It's just a shame because, I'm kind of on a tangent because I'm against it because I know it's one more thing that the government cannot handle. the government cannot handle legalizing that drug. I mean, maybe the medical marijuana is one thing if the doctors are in charge of it, but now the government's in charge of the doctors. So it doesn't really make any sense, that we'd bring another. Well, I guess it does when you figure the government wants to be in charge of everything we do, And Cedric, how you doing in there?
I'm doing all right. How are you doing?
Maybe
you hanging in there?
Let's play another song.
Another song?
Yeah.
All right. Are we going with the California horse theme?
Play one of the maybe like one of the others.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
You've got the choice. I'll give you the choice.
All right, I'm going to play something that's gonna cool you down.
You could just you can play 3 or 4. Have a monologue of songs.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, what do you think about this song?
What do I think about it?
Yeah.
I can do my Louis Armstrong Satchmo impression.
Yeah. Hey, is Imus here? I heard Imus was here. Imus. Did Imus get here yet or not? Imus. I think Imus is here tonight. He's down here in Florida. They said he was in Colorado or Texas, but I think Imus is here. We got him in the recording room. Would he want to come on the show?
It's possible here.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I was in the back drinking with Cedric and doing some rails off the console in there. It's good to be here.
Imus, you're my hero.
Oh, why would you say that?
Because, I know one day you're going to retire, and I want to have your seat.
No, I'm never going to retire.
I like all those people you got work. How'd you get all those people to work for you? They're all New Yorkers, aren't they? How can you trust so many? Hey, I'm a New Yorker, too, Imus.
Well, I don't trust you either.
Well, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
So what's your secret to success?
My secret to success has been I did a lot of drugs and alcohol back in the 70s and 80s.
Well, how'd you survive?
Just the will to live.
Do you like this song, Imus?
Oh, it's a good song.
What do you like about America, Imus?
I like that I was able to have a show, do a radio show for the last 30 years.
Well, how did you break into it? I need a couple tips. Any tips?
Well, back then it was a lot easier to break into radio.
Oh, really?
I started doing it, and
doing what?
The money. I started doing radio. I went into
how come you're taking over my show? I'm asking the questions.
Well,
I want a yes or a no.
I'm on here every morning from 6 to 9. And,
I know.
On Tuesdays, I'm on from 6 to 10.
And I want that slot. I want that slot. How much do you pay?
I don't pay because I'm so famous. I don't have to pay.
How many?
How many? People pay me.
I'm sorry for laughing at you. You can yell at me like you yell.
I'm not trying. No,
you always yell at everybody.
No, I'm not trying to. No, I would not call you any sort of racial name or anything like that.
Well, that's where you can't because I'm American.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm an American too.
All right, Imus.
All right, well, it's good
talking. You and Cedric go out to the beach.
Do you want me to bring Satchmo?
Take water skiing and...
I've got Satchmo in the room.
Okay, Louis. Where'd you come from?
How's it going, Bill Cochran?
I thought you went beyond the sea with Bobby Darin.
I'm alive and well, baby.
Oh, jeepers. Well, you're good at that, Louis. Hey, Louis, can you play a Jimmy Durante? Do you know any Jimmy Durante songs? Make somebody happy, maybe?
Did I already play Jimmy Durante? I guess I did.
I don't know. Play it again. Play it again, Sam.
I probably forgot to play the Jimmy Durante. I apologize about that, but we will play it again because I do want to make people happy.
Make people happy. I wish you'd get some callers. I'd like to talk. Bob Wilson, you try him?
Let's do it.
We need an astronaut. He's up in Tarpon. Sally Ride just come out with a book, and she was one of the first women astronauts. She went up. I think she went up in the shuttle. I think she went to the International Space Station, but she just wrote a book. And actually, Imus had her on his show, or the woman. No, I think she died, but I think Imus had the writer of the book on his show the other night. But Imus left. He went out to the beach. Everybody comes to Clearwater to go to the beach. Great beach. Great country. Even after the BP oil spill, the Gulf did clean up. But I'll tell you one thing, Americans, we got to look at that oil pumping out there in the Gulf. I was a Shell dealer for 20 years, and they used to tell me from Houston, the Shell company would say, we're going to run out of oil someday. We're going to run out of oil someday. And the gas was only like 60 cents a gallon when I first started selling gas. And then when we went up to $1 a gallon...